Sami.
Um, Hello everyone. Um, are we expecting more people?
Yeah,
Okay. Sure. Good evening everyone. Um, Today, it's like just an hour overview of how today AI is revolutionizing, like enhancing the scheduling and all the transport system um, in today's world. So um, it's just an overview. I would not go like a lot in depth. So feel free to maybe unmute yourself and ask me questions wherever you feel. Um, so we can start now. Um, so first I would this is I'm thinking like everyone now like know what AI and what ML is. So AI is something which is like the computer programs which can help the human to speed up the process whichever they are doing. Like for example, like they have like enhanced problem solving skills and interpretation skills, and they can help the humans in their processes in the businesses to make the process more efficient and faster. So though AI have like various benefits in various domains, today I'll be just like I will be just introducing in the transport and in the airlines and in somewhere in the logistics sides, and not covering in all the domains. Um, so for an introduction, I'm a software developer, and in an airline industry, I work for an airline industry. Like we develop the softwares which is used by the crew, like pilots, flight attendants, for their day-to-day purpose. Um, we mostly look after the operations of airlines. So this topic is mostly covering how the AI will help that industry in future, as well as now it's also helping them. So to cover, the first topic is what is crew scheduling. To start in like a very simple terms, for example, you have planned like a trip with your friends, and now you have to schedule that trip. Now everyone has like different preferences, like different availability, different driving skills. So what does the crew scheduling do is like organize this, but for like pilots, for cabin crew, and for like other workers, so that it's like a very efficient flow, and the flights are like operating on time without any delays or cancellation, to avoid as much as they can. They definitely can't avoid the bad weather. So likewise, um, that's what the crew scheduling does. So it involves like a lot of algorithms, complex algorithms in all the scheduling. They take into account the pilots work schedule, their layover, their vacations, into account, and then they develop the software on the basis of that. So there's a lot of manual work in this, but the huge focus now is towards how can we automate this and reduce as much as human error we can in this process. So why do we need this, like why does it matter? So if we don't have like a proper planning in that system, we have like a scenario like lots of flights or like trains, they get delayed, and then workers are like overworked, like, and in all it results like a lot of loss to the industry, like the cost could go up, and so in all it's like a loss for the industry. So crew scheduling helps that, it prevents that loss um, from happening. um so but we have like many challenges also in the scheduling. For example, like we can have like unexpected bad weathers, um or maybe like a weather, or maybe some crew is like for like sick on the moment, so the flights have to be cancelled. And so we have to like balance the efficiency with fairness and happiness of the employer, so that the schedule which is finally planned goes hands in hand with what an employee wants, uh, for like to be worked on. Another challenge is like there are like very as I told, it's like a very complex process to take into like a lot of rules and lot of things into account while designing this whole crew schedule. Like we need to take into account like the rest periods of the pilots, the flight attendants, or like varying different shifts across different time zones. Um so yeah. mm, so any question till now I can take up? Okay, we can go ahead. So how does the AI help in all this, like such a complex algorithm, such a complex scheduling, like it has to take so many rules into account, so many shifts into account. um so it AI can make better plans, like it can quickly test like millions of data, and find like the best schedule for the crew to work on. So which is like very difficult from like a human to analyze like so many of the so much of the data and find like the best one. And another advantage of how AI can do is like it can predict problems. Like for example, AI can actually tell like um, if there is going to be a bad weather, so it will like delay the flight um ahead of time. So it's like not you have to like go at the airport and then, oh no, my flight is delayed. It will like delay ahead of time, knowing, oh yeah, the weather is going to go bad, so flight will be delayed. Like, so this can help to change the schedule very fast. The whole crew can be assigned to now different aircraft, and so it helps to reduce lot of time and lot of money for the industry. um, Another advantage is like it can handle the changes automatically. So for example, if someone is late, right, if someone is sick, so AI just can immediately, like in seconds, it can assign another crew who is like resting. It can, or is on call in the hotel, can call up. So it can very quickly create another schedule assigned to another crew. So it's like very fast and efficient. um, and then another advantage is like it balances like efficiency and like fairness. So it's very fair to the employee, like what they want, the schedule is there which can they work on. um, and AI can allocate like the optimal resources, taking into account even the unexpected um, things like bad weather, and it can take into account the worker preferences and regulations into account. So, and another very important benefit of AI is like predictive maintenance. Now, what is it? In any industry, for example, in airline, what happens is like an airplane like has to go into a regular maintenance after a couple of hours of flying. So before, now to get like which component has to be changed, or which is now defective, it sometimes take like a lot of time and lot of analysis of the data to understand like which component or which thing is can go wrong. So predictive maintenance, like now AI can like um, identify like the potential issues even before they can cause any disruptions. So it will be like very fast and efficient service once AI helps to analyze the data or coming from the sensors of the aeroplane or coming from the IoT data, and they can analyze like, oh, by analyzing that data, oh, this component might malfunction, or this might is now over tearing, we have to replace it. So that's how AI help to like to increase the life of the airplane and increase the lifetime of component and make the whole journey very efficient and reliable for the industry. um so as I touched on a little bit, so this is like more of what the applications of AI. um some of them are already operational, some of them are still in research. For example, I just touched on like how the crew management can take place very fast and efficiently with the help of AI. It can also detect like fraud. It can detect like lot. It can analyze like lot of data of transactions and analyze any which is like um, not very according to what falls into place, and can tell, okay, yeah, this transaction is something which is not falling into the place and can be defective. Another advantage of AI can be like in flight like sales and like the food supply. They can so before the tray options, like before the tray goes into place, it gives like a scan of the tray, and when it comes like after it comes back, it gives like a scan of the tray again. So before and after it, the whole data goes in the database and it analyzes that data. And After analyzing, it can like give like the what the customer prefer. So this helps to make the whole journey of the customer very um, friendly and very effective, so indirectly increasing the revenue for the airline industry. It also takes into account like how the safety and security, um, as I told, like it can help like in the fraud detection, then it can help like in the uh, selling of the tickets as well. Like for example, it can analyze like the previous data, or at like at what time the increase of the sales of the tickets. According to that, it can analyze all the fares and help the AI industry to put like what fare exactly at what time it should be at what fare. So it really helps. Then feedback, and in feedback analysis, what it happens is like it goes like multitude of the websites and take take the customer reviews from there, and then it gives back to the airline industry, which help the airline industry to improvise on their service and give like a very good, efficient, and good customer friendly service to the customer. I touched on this a little bit, like how the air safety and air maintenance also is becoming very reliable and efficient because of AI. Then about the messaging automation, so this in this it has like multitude of advantages. For example, a pilot can have like a wearable device, and that device can track like now the working of the pilot. So if like it's now the pilot is like getting exhausted, so that will give like a signal to the dispatcher, and then dispatcher can adjust the schedule accordingly, as well as it can give reminders to the different dispatcher about the condition, about the different condition of the area. So similarly, they can adjust the schedule. Um, so fuel fuel is like the second most important thing for the airline, and it's like that's like where the airline spends a lot. So it's very important that they use the fuel very efficiently, and AI help to algorithms, the very complex algorithms in AI help to analyze the whole track and optimize the paths, um, and help to make as much as we can use the fuel as less with the most optimized path. So that's how it increase and helps in the aviation industry. mm, any questions till now which I can take? Okay. Let's keep it for the last. So as I already touched on like how it happens like in the customers facing as well as in the airport, but it also helps like in the ground, like it can help like in the ground operations. Like when any AI can take like a online feedback with the customer, and they can help uh, give like live updates of the flight. They can also give the live updates of their bags checker, and they can answer any queries of the customer, which help to make the journey very safe and very fast and very friendly for the customer. uh, so they can have like an innovative AI powered baggage check-in system and contactless um, system. Like they can have like a face detection check-in system and boarding system, and AI driven, like they can have biometrics and facial recognition for enhanced like security and seamless check-ins to make like the whole process contactless. So Delta Airlines is already doing it right now. uh, so I took I just gave an example of like an airline, like in the Delta. So Delta uses AI to like predict like which flight might be delayed due to the weather, and make sure that the crew is available if the flight is delayed. And it also helps to like manage the rest times and ensure the safety and compliance. um, Another example in delivery services, I would say, is like FedEx. So FedEx uses AI to plan the routes for drivers and make sure all the packages they arrive on time. They optimizes the driver assignments to minimize the fuel usage and delivery time. Um, in railways, in mostly in Europe, they make sure that the conductors are like scheduled or for the right shifts using AI. And AI also helps to reduce the delays, maybe because of the like crew shortage during like the peak hours. So that's one of the another advantage. Mm, so that were like the real life examples. um so why AI is not no more a choice, but like we have to implement, like it's like a necessity. Because AI saves like a lot of time. It can plan in minutes the schedule, which might take hours for to plan and organize. Moreover, it can also help to save money. For example, it can help to reduce mistakes and reduce the overtime. And it also helps to keep the customers happy and the employees happy in the industry, for by making the overall journey efficient for both of the clients. So it can make the schedule fairer and help the workers to get like more rest, so that they can fly on their own schedule time. And it helps to get like a fewer delays for the customers, because if we have like a better planned schedule and less of the mistakes, so that means like there are like fewer problems. um, it also helps to reduce the complexity, like because there are like lot of rules and lot of constraints goes in these industry before developing any of the software. And we have to take like lot of rules and constraints which a software has to follow. But AI can take all these rules into account, like thousands of constraints and rules, and still deliver result in minutes or seconds. mm, so how does AI helps to do all this, like how it can do all this? So um, AI is like a model. It would be fed with all the past data, so it can learn from that, and it can then predict what in the future can be, and that's how it helps to make decisions. um, old data, like what the flight delays were or what were the workers schedules in the past. And it can actually show what can happen on, or what can the optimized flight path can be, or what can the optimized flight schedule will be. So that's how it does like learning from the past and deliver like predicting for the future. mm. S- so it plans for the future, like a schedule to avoid any problems or avoid any of the mistakes, and it can adjust in real time. So if something unexpected happens, like bad weather or like a sick crew, or maybe some part of the flight is not working, so AI can quickly change the crew and quickly modify the schedule, so that the crew can be assigned to the another one. So, and it's like, so all of this involve like lots of complex algorithms, like genetic algorithms and smart mathematical formulas to find like what the best option is and what is the faster and most optimal option for it at that time. uh but as it has like a lot of advantages, it does have some challenges as well. The first very important challenge is like AI needs like a lot of information to work with, and data can be like unorganized, it can be messy, it can be incomplete as well. So it can have like a data issues with that. uh, Plus, implementing an AI system does involve cost, so it's also a little expensive. And there might be still a human intervention required, because there are still like very complex situations in the background which needs to be handled at real time. So yeah, so it's still not that efficient to handle such complex situations. But a part of the system, like customer facing or some part of the um, booking system, can definitely be advanced and progressed with the help of the AI. So some of these are already in use, but some of them is still, they are like active research or is going on, and they might get involved in with the industry. So for example, like smarter predictions, like they can predict like there's like a bad weather, we have to optimize the into the another path, and there's like an equipment failure, we have to go and change that equipment. And like they can have like a custom schedules, which is like very based on what the workers preferences and what the worker strength is. Like it will make perfect for what the worker wants. And it can help into reduce like the fuel use as well, like planning like by planning like the most efficient routes and the schedules. uh yeah, so another, as I touched a little bit, like it can have like a using like new tools like face detection system for check-in and boarding, and new variable tools which can help the work to analyze if worker is like too tired, so that the whole flight can be operated safely. So yeah, those are still in research. um, Another one is like collaboration with the humans, like um, so they can AI can help like to give like a decision, it can decision support tool, it can act as like a decision support, like giving suggestions, like um, and helping humans like what to prefer and what to preference, like what can be the perfect schedule for them. um, and it can be seamlessly integrated with other technologies as well, like blockchain, for transparent record keeping, and like IoT devices for like real time updates, like sensors for real time analysis of the data. um so the like I won't go like a lot more into all these algorithms, but a little bit overview. So how can machine learning comes into picture? So it machine learning can help the AI to learn like the patterns from the past, like a lot of patterns, and then it can help like all the predict like the future issues or future path. And then um, some optimization algorithms, they can help to find the best way to use the resources, like the crew members and time. um, then NLP can help to interact with the crew members through like chatbots for like scheduling uh, queries, or it can also help the customer like real time to take any queries which they have about their flight status, about their booking, about the baggage status, anything. So those chatbots are currently used in this industry. And then uh, robotic process automation, it had like this automation, like they handle like repetitive tasks, like sending notifications to the pilot about their schedule, um, or they can also automate like update the schedule for the system, so that it's like a seamless work for the whole airline industry. So these are like some emerging trends which are like coming up. It's like an edge AI for like real time decisions. So so in flight entertainment system, so AI can help in them in the for like faster updates without like needing an internet access. So um, they can customize the way the customer wants on the preference of that, and whatever the customer's preference of language is. um, so the in-flight entertainment can take the customer preference into account and just suggest those things for them. And augmented reality, this is something for crew to so this can help the crew to understand and interact with the AI tools. um, yeah. And the another one is like scenario simulation. So in this it helps like so different scenarios have been given to the crew. So it will be like given like a testing schedules against those scenarios. So in case is there any disruptions, the crew can handle it very perfectly. So the simulations help them to train and upskill their knowledge and how to handle the AI tools when we have some kind of like unprecedented situations. Um, then in hyper personalization is like uh, so AI can help like create like individualized schedules whatever the crew prefer. And it can take, as well as it can take like the performance metrics into your account and create a schedule which is very crew friendly and which is employee friendly, taking into account the employee satisfaction. Yep. And so yeah, so AI is like it's like a very smart, super smart assistant for scheduling. It saves time, it saves money, and it saves all the hassle which goes around like to program all these complex schedules for the crew. uh, and it makes sure that it keeps the workers and the customers happy at the same time. um, as AI gets even smarter, it will make the scheduling even more easier and it will make better for everyone. Um, the future of AI. in scheduling is promising with innovations aimed at like making operations smoother, more cost effective, and more human centered. So that was it. What I want to present and something I want to um, take from what from industry perspective and present it here. So now I can take questions from whatever like have. Okay, I can see some questions in the chat. So first is, how does AI contribute to fuel efficiency and optimization in aviation? The AI can take like lot of paths into account and take the best optimized path into picture. So taking the best optimized path can help to reduce the fuel into account from one place to another, so that reducing the fuel cost and thereby helping in the industry to reduce its cost in the in place. Mm, yeah, so that's one of the way. Another question is, what role does AI play in safety and security in aviation? So aviation has like lot of transactions going on and lot of user data into account. So AI goes through lot of data of the users, especially when there is a automated system, like there's like a face detection system. So it makes sure that there is no any data which is looking, which is very not normal. It fastly recognize that data and present it to the system, so that system can go in depth and find out if this data is legitimate and give that give the response back. Mm, the next question is crazy. Okay, how rapid do you think AI will develop in the near future? uh, AI is still not there to replace and like anyone, like it's, but it will definitely help to increase and make the whole process more cost efficient, more customer friendly. It will not replace the pilots yet, so nothing like that. But it will definitely make some part of the whole process smoother. For example, booking tickets, like checking the updates and of the flight, then making the whole process contactless. um, yeah. So do you think AI will take over the traffic controller job? No. There are like still like lot of complexities and like a lot of rules and lot of constraints in the backend still works, and it will definitely require human intervention from time to time. Um, because AI is still not there to handle like a lot of complexities in this situations. So yeah, I hope I took like all the questions here. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity. Yeah. Okay.